Hey there. So there is a YouTube channel I'm a fan of called Collector's Confession. It's these two guys, Chad and Brian from New York, who they talk about their collections and go to conventions and things like that. Chad hosts a live stream every Thursday night where he talks about the books that he's picked up for the week, and I enjoy watching that. And because I watch it so much, they sent me a package here. So I've got a box from them. Again, that's the Collector's Confession YouTube channel. I'm a big fan. I really like their videos. I assume if you're watching this, you know, my little meager channel, you've probably seen theirs. If not, check it out. I'll be sure to put a link here in the comments below. But yeah, every Thursday night they do a live stream I really enjoy. And they were nice enough to send me this box here. So I thought I'd take a look here and see what they sent. Again, they, you know, just being nice guys. It's not like I've got a huge following here on YouTube or something, but again, if you haven't checked them out, definitely check them out. I really enjoy their videos and their hauls and their live videos and everything like that. So, okay, so it looks like we got a bag here with some books in it. We'll set that aside, and we'll see what we got here in the box. So they're all wrapped up here in a bag. That's good, because can't really trust shipping anymore with you know, comics. Okay, so first off we have a Justice League International number 65. I think this is right after the Keith Giffen run. Again, I like Justice League. I don't have this one though, so that's another thing with me and mystery boxes that we've kind of gone over here before on the channel. Is I have a personal collection of over 26,000 comic books. So when I get a mystery box or, you know, some kind of bundle, there's usually something I've got in it already, but, you know, there's usually some good stuff in there. So, again, I haven't looked at this yet. I don't know what's in here, but starting off, this is a book I don't have, so that's kind of nice. So, yeah, we'll see what else we got. So, now they have the next issue, number 66, Justice League International. Okay, so Shadowhawk number 1. This is the original first issue with the sort of foil embossed cover. This is something I have. Again, I grew up, you know, started collecting comics in the 90s, so there's a lot of this out there, and, you know, early images. But this is good, though. We'll set this to the side. Okay, X Factor number 70 up next. This is the... Okay, yeah, so this is the epilogue of the Muir Island story. I've never read this. It's a nice Mike Mignola cover here. I do want to check this. This is a story I've thought about reading before. I did like X Factor during the Peter David run with him and Larry Stroman and Joe Quesada. I've gone and collected all those, and I think this is like right before that. So I'll definitely check this one out. Got New Avengers number 1. Oh wait, no, it's not number 1. It's the Marvel Now. So it's the issue 16 point now. Marvel likes playing tricky with their numbers. Apparently now is a number, according to Marvel. This isn't one I read, but it's Jonathan Hickman and Rags Morales, so that's a good pedigree right there. So I'll definitely want to check that one out. Looks like we have Namor, Doctor Strange, and Black Panther on the cover, so I don't know if this is like an Illuminati story maybe that they did, but we'll definitely check that one out. Okay, so next we have Fantastic Four 287. This was part of John Byrne's run. This is something I have already, so we'll set that to the side here. Okay, now X-Men 281, Uncanny X-Men 281 here. Early 90s, Willis Portasio cover. You know what? I don't know if I have this one or not, actually. So I've worked in a couple comic shops, and over the years, the books you see there all the time, it sort of blends together with what you have in your PC. So I don't know if I have this. I don't think I do, though, so we'll put that over here. Oh, next we have the New Mutants 97. This was is a Rob Liefeld cover. I'm not sure if he was doing the interiors then. No, we have a different penciler. But a nice Cable Wolverine cover there. Again, we've got Deadpool Wolverine coming up pretty soon. Yeah, and again, I'm not always the biggest fan of Rob Liefeld's work, but he's been pretty nice to me online, so it's hard to talk bad about him. Okay, Justice League of America number 1 from the New 52. This was the first issue where there was like 50 variant covers where they had all the state flags. Looks like this is the District of Columbia. I know I don't have this one because I bought the Illinois cover because that's where I'm from, so I don't have this one. Oh, Commandy issue. Okay, so this is another one. I think I might maybe only have like 1 or 2 issues of Commandy. I've never read the whole thing, so yeah, but Jack Kirby, I'll definitely check this out. Okay, Detective Comics 600. This was the anniversary issue. This was the story Blind Justice that was written by Sam Hamm, who did the wrote the screenplay to the original, not the original, but the Michael Keaton Batman movie. This is something I had. I bought this pretty young. I've got a Dennis Cowan cover here. New Teen Titans number 18. I don't have this one. With the early George Perez stuff, I kind of prefer actually to get the reprints. I just feel like the printing process back in the early 80s wasn't really doing justice to his work. I don't feel like it really got the detail that's there in the lines. So this is something like, I've got the first Teen Titans Omnibus and things like that I like to get. But again, I'll definitely read through this. Again, it's George Perez art. You know, it's always good. Can't beat that. Okay, then we have another issue, New Teen Titans number 17. I think this is one of the few issues I have, so I'll set that over here. Justice League Europe number 1. Okay, so this is Prime, Keith Giffen, John DeMatteis, Justice League story. We got Bart Sears on art. I love this cover. It's a takeoff of the Kevin Maguire cover for number 1 of Justice League America from the 80s. I know I have this one, so we'll set this over here. Oh, now we got some. Oh, okay, so it looks like we've got some flipped around here, so let's flip those over. So we have this one here, Fantastic Four, number 340. I know I don't have this one. This is from the Walt Simonson run. This is something I've thought about looking into before I'm picking up. I'm kind of a fair weather fan when it comes to the FF. You know, I'm trying to collect the Lee Kirby run, but, you know, I'm not made out of money, so I pick them up when I can. And there's a lot of good reprints. I got the omnibus editions they've done and stuff like that of their run. But, you know, I've got the John Byrne and, you know, the Mark Waid and Waringo run and that kind of thing. So I kind of pick and choose with my Fantastic Four. The Walt Simonson run is always something I've been kind of on the fence about. But I'll definitely check this out. Maybe I'll start picking those up. Then we have Justice League number 166. This is an older issue. I know I don't have this one. Again, I'm kind of fair weather with my Justice League too, actually. So, but it looks like a nice cover there. Some sort of statue attacking the JLA. Okay, then we have Justice League of America Annual number 3. This was a Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, like we have back here. Yeah, so I know I don't have this one. I'll definitely check this out. So yeah, kind of a nice cover there too. This looks like it's, you know, the Justice League Detroit era of the book. Okay, so 52. So this is week 51 of this. I know I have all these. I collected this book when it came out. Got a nice J.G. Jones Red Tornado cover here with the gears. Really like that, so we'll set that over here. Oh, so now we have Captain America number 257. Okay, my last video I just looked at a Captain America comic I really liked. Be sure to check that out. Looks like we've got Hulk sneaking up here on Cap. Not sure how the Hulk sneaks up on anybody, but here you go. I'll read a Captain America versus Hulk issue. Okay, so now we have Captain America 399. This is from Operation Galactic Storm. This was a crossover they did in the early 90s. I picked up a lot of these back in the day as they were coming out. Again, the title is sort of a takeoff of Operation Desert Storm, which was a real war that was going on in the early 90s. But yeah, this crossover through, I think it was basically the Avengers books. So Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Avengers, West Coast Avengers, and I think Quasar were all part of this. I think I have most of this whole story. I might be missing one or two of those, but this is one I like. I like that storyline. I think they made like a fighting video game based on that too, loosely. But kind of a fun story one I remember from when I was young, but I know I have this one. Okay, so next we have Captain America 400. Again, another part of the Operation Galactic Storm story. I can't remember if this is the last part to it. It might be, but a bigger, you know, anniversary issue here for Captain America, and I know I have this one. Okay, so Alpha Flight number 28. Looks like Beyonder's in here, and then there's Hulk coming out of the shadows. So with Beyonder going on in this issue, who knows what's going on here in the story. I haven't collected Alpha Flight. I've ended up with a few of them. But yeah, I know. I just remember there was in a store I used to work at, there was a guy who would come in and buy. We basically had the first volume of Alpha Flight in our dollar boxes. He'd come in and buy it, read it all, sell it back to us. Okay, that's fine. People do that. Then he would come back, buy them again, read them, sell them back to us. And we're like, dude, just hold on to them. He's like, no, I want them. But he kept doing that repeatedly. I think the last time he did that, my boss didn't even charge him for the books. And I imagine he brought them back. Oh, here will return. This is from just a few years ago. This is a newer book. This is a crossover they did. I was kind of interested in this. I think I got some trading cards they did, like some old school style trading cards to promote this. And I have those, but I never read the book. I think I was like in the middle of switching jobs or something when this came out. And so it just kind of fell through the cracks for me. But I did kind of want to read this, so I'll definitely check this one out. Yeah, it looks like Jason Aaron wrote this and Ed McGinnis on art, so that'd be good. Okay, so here we have Avengers 224. I haven't read this one. I don't get a lot of Avengers, but yeah, it's this is a really nice kind of graphic cover here. We've got Yellow Jacket and who is the new man in Wasp's life? Oh boy, it's gonna set off the X, I bet. So we'll see what that's about. Oh, okay, and then we have Fool Killer number 8. Yeah, this was a book kind of in the, I think, mid-90s, early 90s. Yeah, great title, like great, name for a character. But I've never read this, so we'll definitely check this out, see what this is all about. We've got Spider-Man here on the cover. Like, a lot of Marvel Comics bring in a Spider-Man cameo early on to kind of goose sales. So yeah, we'll definitely check that out. Oh, cool. Then we got a Spider-Woman number 24. So this is from her first run. And yeah, I think I've only got maybe a couple issues of the old Spider-Woman title, so this is kind of neat. I'll check this out. Who we got on the cover here? Oh, is that Budiansky? So it looks like Bob Budiansky and Joseph Rubinstein on the cover here. So yeah, I'll check that out. Might be a good story here. Yeah, that's kind of neat. So yeah, so this is what we got. Again, thanks to the guys from Collector's Confession for sending this box over. It's really cool. Yeah, and you know what? Quite a few I didn't have, which is kind of, woe is me, but, it's kind of hard for me to get a mystery box anymore where it doesn't have a lot of stuff I already have. So this is pretty good for me. This is a pretty good haul for a mystery box kind of thing. So yeah, really neat. And again, so like these will go, I'll read these and these will go on the PC for me. These here, I will probably take to, I assume they're still doing it, but if not, I'll just do it, is the Cartoonist Kayfabe channel a couple years ago started doing a comic book Christmas in July, where you take the comics you don't want, or like freebie things you got or whatever, and you take them to the little neighborhood lending libraries. I don't know if you've seen those little libraries people put out in their yards. They look like a big birdhouse or something, maybe, depending on where you go. But that's what I do with my doubles, and so that's what I'll be using these for. And there's some good stuff in here, too. These will be good comics to give to somebody, maybe some kid who hasn't read a comic before. We all love the hobby, but it's not as prevalent as it used to be back in the day, with sort of the decline of newsstand. And yeah, these are good stories. Like Justice League Europe, that's solid right there. That's a great run. There's some good stuff in here. So yeah, I will definitely be taking these around town. Finding some little libraries to put them in and stuff like that. But yeah, so hopefully, I'll, add to my collection and hopefully add to somebody else's new collection maybe. So yeah, and so again, that's the Collector's Confession YouTube channel that sent these over. They do the live stream every Thursday night. Check that out. You can watch it anytime, but it is kind of fun to watch it live. And, everybody kind of guesses on how much Chad spent on his comics every week and how much trouble he might get into with his wife. So yeah, it's always fun to check that out. And again, just sort of a fun community kind of thing to be a part of. So yeah, be sure to check that out. I'll try to put a link here in the comments below. And thanks for watching.